Alright, so today we're going to be doing essentially the electrical part of the AC maintenances. I had made a video on cleaning a Lennox unit. Today we're looking at a brand new Train American Standard unit. American Standard that we had actually installed. And so we're just doing some upkeep with it. Brand new unit, so I already washed it down. So now we're going to be looking at all the electrical for it and get you guys looking at kind of what needs to be looked at when it comes to doing an AC maintenance. So to start, we're going to be taking a look at the amperage of the compressor and fan. So we're going to be looking at the compressor side, which is this blue and black wire. You're going to have 5.4 amps. So there's that red wire. That's the run side of the compressor. We're looking at about 5.8. And then the capacitor, for those of you that saw me do that video on how to test the capacitor, that's what we're going to be doing too. So we're looking at 5.8 as well. So now we're going to be looking at the condenser fan, which is the motor on top. And we've got 3 wires that pop out of that sleeve. That sleeve is directly to the fan. So we've got this black wire here. That's at 0.73. We've got this purple wire, 0.56-ish, so purple, and then brown goes to the capacitor, and we're looking at 0.6. Alright, and for those of you that remember how we do the capacitor test, we've already taken amp draws for the fan and for the compressor, so now we're going to do voltage readings. And I have to use 2 different voltmeters because this amp clamp sucks and doesn't actually stay accurate. But we're going to take common, which is this one back here. This is for your compressor and that's for your fan. And then we did the compressor first, so I'll do the reading for that. We're looking at 341 volts. And then we take it, move it to the fan side. We're looking at about 317 volts. Alright, so now we just do the calculations on a calculator. For those of you that don't remember, it's going to be the amp draw times 2654, then divide that answer by the voltage. So take the amp draw for the fan, multiply that by 2654, divide that by the voltages that we just saw. Same thing with the compressor, and that's going to tell us whether or not we're inside or outside the range for the capacitor. And that is the nameplate for the capacitor, so it's 45 UF, which is microfarad, 5 UF, which is 5 microfarad, plus or minus 6%. So again, refresher, that kind of means that it's 6% tolerance range above or below that reading. So if it's 45 microfarads, it's plus or minus 6%. Same thing with 5. If we're outside of that range, we need to replace it. We want to make sure that these preventative maintenances are performed. That way it avoids service calls and inconveniences later on down the road. And those service calls can have charges as well.